it going, boys, girls, and squirrels, and welcome to potentially a crazy exciting episode of the case study of Vanitas. Where last we left, Chloe just straight up manifested Mania into being a human using the magic of music. Figure that one out. Seemingly making Vanitas and Noe just completely irrelevant to the plot at hand. I'm just saying, it feels like Chloe's on the verge of just straight up solving the series' conflict right now. I'm assuming that's not the case, considering we're only halfway through this season. Not even, really. But, you know, a boy can dream. All that matters is that seemingly really cool stuff is on the horizon. So let's check it out.
And for that you will pay. After all, I warned you before that I'm a terribly jealous woman.
Not only has this season been going crazy hard, but Chloe is way more interesting than literally any other character in the entire show. The first 4 episodes of this season alone have had so many twists and turns, like I've never been this gripped by this series until now.
What's wrong?
It's wild that Chloe is just straight up strangling this show's entire conflict right now. What bullshit reason are they gonna come up with for Noe and Vanitas to have to stop her?
Oh, the pain! It's excruciating! It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts!
This has been going on for 40 seconds. 40 seconds of crying, choking, and screaming. Which I know kinda sounds like the title to a My Chemical Romance album, but right now it's just the title to my life. At this point, I'm like just watching torture porn.
Release her from that bodily form! Do it right now! You mustn't let Manía remember who she really is! You will not be able to kill her!
I don't know how Vanitas knows so much about Manía. Like, does his grimoire have actual notes in it? I've never seen him actually, like, crack it open and read from it. He mostly just uses it like he's a Green Lantern. You know, he just, like, sucks the magic out of it and hopes it does what he wants it to.
We tried so very hard to destroy that woman's body for good, but it seems some of her remains may have been left scattered about.
Dude, what is this? I thought Luca's brother was like feral. Also wild that he has something to do with Mania's creation. The twists in this season are crazy.
It won't let me defy this all-powerful presence that stands before me.
Wow, I guess you could strangle the Manía out of a girl, but you can't strangle her thirst. If anything, I think choking her was probably what made her horny.
And its vessel is Queen Faustina, the first vampire of the Crimson Moon. Her Majesty.
Whoa, what? That's why nobody can see the Queen? Because she's fucking Manía? But there's a body in the Queen's bedroom. Does the body disappear when Manía shows up, or is this like a psychic thing? Like, is this the ghost of the Queen?
No, her malady was brought out by force. She's losing control.
Oh, fucking nice, Noe. You really pushed him out of harm's way there. Oh no, I don't want Vanitas to get hurt. Move! Ow, you punched me! I said move! Oh, my balls!
You failed.
What? Fucking not now, Bone Lord. There is so much going on right now. Who is this person with the lovely centerpiece for a head?
Wait, how?
Curse that wretched Manía. She couldn't just quietly disappear, could she? Why is evil so loud?
This is a wildly tame response, considering this whole town just got launched into space.
But as its power increases, it begins to cover a larger and larger area, consuming every living thing in its path.
Oh, sick, so she's eating the town? Just a casual, run-of-the-mill town snacking, nothing crazy going on here.
We meet again. Somehow I knew the two of you were at the heart of this.
Let's absolutely fucking go. The best boy has arrived. Roland is genuinely, no joke, no exaggeration, the Inosuke of this series. He's not as good as Inosuke, but as far as best boys go, Roland is definitely a best boy.
But why? Don't be absurd. Come now! I thought it was quite obvious how terribly fond I am of you both!
Oh, shucks, Roland, I'm fond of you too.
Now that we've got that settled, it's time to get to work.
I love how Roland has this, like, dangerous edge about him. Like, the characters are never fully comfortable around him because they know if he wanted to, he could absolutely slaughter them with zero effort. It's like hanging out with a fun boss. You know, like, it's still a good time, but you're also wicked stressed out because you don't want to accidentally say something that'll get you fired.
Careful there. Old Claire's going to get broken again if you don't learn a little restraint.
Holy shit, Roland, you've been usurped as the coolest weapon user. I love a chainsaw sword. It's genuinely baffling that our actual real-life military doesn't issue these to soldiers simply to boost morale. Just to induce hype. You know how quickly I would join the military if I got a chainsaw sword out of it?
We decided we would raise her as though she were our own.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Jean. My name is Riven. It's important that you understand the world around you.
It's weird that we're getting so much Jean context this season. So much Jean text, if you will. I just never expected her to be such a major character when she was first introduced.
Be safe.
Wow, speaking of things I wasn't expecting. Also, did you not fucking hear her? She said, be safe. What the hell happened?
What are you waiting for? Go on, hurry. There isn't much time left. Rend me apart with your claws.
Snip me, oh great mechanical lobster. First off, great evil laugh. Really unique, creepy evil laugh. Second, it's cool seeing how Jean, like, contracted her curse retroactively. Like, I never questioned how Jean caught the vampire curse, because until recently, I hadn't understood that it was, like, an emotions-based disease. But now that I know that, it, like, that information makes every curse bearer way more interesting, because now it's like you see a vampire with the curse mark and you immediately want to know how they got it. Like, it's not just this, like, random affliction that befalls them. That's such super cool, like, retroactive storytelling, because now I'm, like, thinking back on any other curse bearers that we've met and thinking, like, oh, how, like, I want to see how that kid became a curse bearer. You know, like, what deal did he make with Manía back in episode 4 of season 1?
That I must have forgotten my purpose. I'm supposed to be a mere puppet. A tool with no will of my own whatsoever.
But then Vanitas taught me how to smooch, and I forgot all of that. By the way, speaking of smooches, I'll give you a big old virtual one if you subscribe to my Patreon. That was a weak plug. I kind of, like, backed myself into a corner with this plug. I didn't do a very long joke, so it was a tough transition. Anyway, if you like the content you're seeing here and you want to get more content not found anywhere else while helping support me and all of my pages, make sure you consider subscribing to my Patreon, where you get access to Food Wars reactions, Blue Lock reactions, Hell's Paradise reactions, and tons of bonus reactions as well. On top of that, you also get access to all the live streams I've recorded in the past and will record in the future, as well as access to my private Discord server. If any of that sounds interesting to you, make sure you consider checking out my Patreon in the description below. And now, on to the next one.
She's beyond help now. It's all over. That's why I must.
You're wrong.
Nobody ever wants to let Vanitas use his fucking book. People keep working with Vanitas and then instantly forget the sole reason he's special to begin with.
Someone I love will end up getting beheaded in my place again. What if it's you?
Don't act like you dying is such a ridiculous idea. Every episode, I wait for you to trip on your own cape and accidentally kill yourself. No, I shoved you into a bookshelf earlier and I genuinely expected your brain to fall out of your skull.
What is it you want? I don't care if it's something paltry or spiteful, whether it makes you seem wicked, or even the cruelest of curses. I'll see it done.
Incredibly noble and heroic words coming from a man I am fully expecting to goof himself to death.
Because of you, I spoke too soon and made a promise I'm not sure I can keep. That sort of thing is against my principles. And all because you wanted to be noble. It's pathetic, I tell you.
Yeah, you see, this is more in line with the Vanitas I know. This is all your fault! Because of you, I was a good person earlier today. Oh, well, that's good. Oh, that's good. No, it isn't, Noe. No, it isn't good. I'm an asshole.
What? Open your eyes or I'll open them for you, furball!
Easy there, Vanitas.
Gotta love Vanitas trying to concuss this man into consciousness.
Dare to bear their fangs against our world again. As a proud member of House Granitum, it is your responsibility to claim their heads at any cost.
Look, this is a sweet gesture, but giving your son a completely useless weapon is probably worse than giving him no weapon. What's he gonna do with that tiny little knife? Kill a vampire? No shot!
There's no reason for you to learn how to fight if it's too much to bear, darling.
There is such a reason to fight if that tiny little knife is what he's gonna be stuck with. If that's gonna be his weapon of choice, he might as well learn to use it.
Hold on, it looks like he's hurt.
Father. Mother.
It sure is considerate of all these people to have never changed their hairstyle once since birth, so that I'm able to immediately identify who they are as children. Like, nobody experimented with a mullet growing up. Everyone knew exactly what they wanted to look like straight out the womb. You all picked your hairstyles at age 5 and were like, yup, I'm good with this forever.
Sorry, I don't really know how to do this.
I'm confused. Why are you helping a vampire?
Oh wait, is this not Roland? This looks just like a child version of Roland. Now I sound like an idiot.
Does your hand still hurt? Let me cast my Be So Magique on it. Oh, Betty!
Oh, the Be So Magique! I've read of such techniques, but to see it performed firsthand like this, oh, what a treat!
So I want to learn as much as I can about you. I'd like to find out what the rest of your family is like, and what sort of things you like to do for fun.
This kid is either Roland or he's dead. It's one or the other. There's absolutely no way Astolfo's father doesn't force his son to murder this kid. Or he's Roland. Those are the only two options for this story to take.
Why? How good?
Thank you for becoming friends with me.
Okay, so maybe there's a third option. Hear me out. Maybe there's a crazy third option. This is a crazy backstory. I got tricked so hard. I can't even blame Astolfo for being gullible. This kid would have eaten my whole family too. I love the idea that one vampire child is all it takes to completely slaughter a mansion full of humans. Like, that's how dangerous a single vampire child is.
My mother, father, and sister are dead, so it's just me. They were all murdered by the Chasseur's paladins.
This is also doing a great job at showing just how cyclical violence is. Like, this kid hates humans because they slaughtered his family, so he slaughtered Astolfo's family, which has resulted in Astolfo hating vampires, which will probably result in some vampire child hating humans. Like, there will always be some tragic backstory that justifies some vampire or human hating and killing some other vampire or human. But all it would take for this whole conflict to end is just one generation of people to stop wanting vengeance. Like, it definitely requires a lot of people being cool with their family getting murdered, but if you just have, like, a generation of people being like, you know what? That was a tragic, unfortunate accident, or not, but I'm not gonna seek vengeance. It won't result in anything good. This conflict would cease.
Is the stone on the cover made of astromite too?
Yes, it is. But it's no ordinary astromite. It's of higher purity.
Both of these voices are really throwing me for a loop right now. First, we've got, like, the dorkiest sounding version of Deku I've ever heard, which is saying a lot. And we've got what's clearly a woman, for some reason, trying to voice an old man.
And you'll do anything for them. You have to tell them. Otherwise, they'll never know!
Alright, Noe? What's plan B?
Commence calculation.
Oh! No! Shut the fuck up. You know that was hype. You know that was hype in the dumbest way possible. Why are you using an unrevved chainsaw sword? A chainsaw sword that isn't turned on is just a sword with teeth. What's even the point anymore?
Be gone! Out of my sight! You vampires make me sick!
Clearly not sick enough, you totally had him. Just stab more. Why'd you stop?
Astolfo.
After all, we're friends, and this is what friends do, right, Astolfo?
Yeah, this vampire kid really fucked things up for the rest of his species, didn't he? Any possibility of Astolfo ever being nice to vampires got traumatized out of him by this one shitty kid.
But I was too afraid to say so.
Hey, why do your instrument automatons have buzzsaws and scythes jutting out of them? I just realized that. Like, why is one of them an accordion with a pink jacket and 40 buzzsaws?
Why didn't I see it until now? Part of her plan was to die after all of this was finished. She blames herself for the end of the Dopshes.
You picked a terrifying method of suicide. The automatons are full of weapons so you can kill yourself after changing the world formula? Fucking buy a gun, madam. These are the scariest automatons you possibly could have built. Why did you want to be diced to death by Edward Scissorhands' extended family?
Didn't you?
This world must be destroyed, and I must go with it.
What a fucking mess. What an absolute disaster this has turned into. Chloe was so on top of her shit at the beginning of the last episode.
What's the use of being free if you aren't with me?
Dude, look, Chloe's won me over a bit these last 2 episodes, but she is absolutely not good for you. Wait until you find out that there are women out there who will do way more than just shake your hand. Wait until you find a woman who actually enjoys talking to you. And that is episodes 5 and 6 of the case study of Vanitas. Still just as good. This Chloe nonsense has certainly kind of spiraled out of control, and I really like Astolfo's backstory. I don't know why, something about like vampire children I'm really like into conceptually. I should have said that any other way, just any other way would have been better. But it's just cool, you don't see it a lot in media, you know? Vampires are always just like teens to adults, just spontaneously, or inexplicably rather. But still, yeah, Astolfo's backstory, very cool. Astolfo and Noe's fight was also very cool. Yeah, it's just good. It's just better than season 1 by far. But as always, let me know in the comments what you thought of the episodes as well. Let me know down below what your favorite jokes from this video were, and I will see you guys next time.
Hold on to me, baby. Won't you come a little closer? Will I leave for now? I